Yeah, you pronounce my name? Kweli. Any questions? I bring many blessings with my man Hi-Tek, and he from the Natty.
Talib Kweli. Twitter pioneer.
Although I have to give credit where credit is due to Jean Grey, because if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be on it at all.
She sent me a very nice twit the other day.
Yeah, nice,
now is it
nice
twit?
twits.
Is it a twit or is it a tweet?
Whoa. It's
What?
a tweet. Right. He
No,
months
hey,
and
hey, I'm having friendly talk over here.
Nah, it's tweets.
Nasty
That's
brain.
what it is.
It's a twit.
It's a tweet.
It's a tweet.
It's a tweet. Which is confusing. That's confusing.
I know because it's Twitter, you right?
It should be Tweeter, but that name was copyrighted. Tweeter Center.
Really?
I'm just guessing.
you just
It sounded right though, right?
You're like, what are you doing? What's the plan? There's a song. You guys are moving. There was some shows at the Blue Note that just happened that just rocked.
Yeah, shout out to Blonde B, shout out to Reese who's in the room. You
Hello.
know.
Hi Reese.
Reese,
What's up?
You know, we had it's Reflection Eternal. We had 2 shows at the Blue Note, 2 shows a night, and we had a band and it was rocking.
So you guys are doing like a tour. What? What are you doing? What's the plan?
Right now, the next thing we do is South by Southwest in Austin. Then we going to Europe.
This is all in preparation for an album.
For an album this summer.
Okay.
Yes.
Got it.
Yes.
This summer.
This summer.
The album with no untitled album as of yet.
Yes.
Yes.
Right.
What's the title of the album, Hi-Tek?
Yes.
We don't know yet. Untitled.
You should come up with one soon.
Yeah,
As to promote in advance.
we should. That would be a good idea. We have ideas, but we don't know if they fly enough yet for the public.
Shoot one at me. Let me see how I feel about it.
What you think?
The museum.
No.
Revolution. How about this?
Jeez.
Revolutions per minute.
Better.
RPMs. But it's not good enough. You know, it's
No,
like
but it's better. It's better.
it's better. We getting there.
Yeah, better.
She looked at Hi-Tek like museum was his idea.
I thought
It was mine.
That was his idea.
You with the museum. Because the museum sounds to me like
Movie.
dusty.
They know it's bugged. That's why we was even debating because we had gone with that because we had our song. We mentioned that, but then Kanye was talking about how to him a museum. I heard him in an interview how he's like, well, I'm not a museum. A museum is like where you collect old dusty artifacts.
Old dusty.
And I was
yeah.
like, yeah, I don't want to be the museum.
You don't want to be the old dusty artifact at all. All right, so there'll be an album coming. We'll get a better name than Museum, and when that's ready, we'll let them know. And what?
Museum got classics, and we Hi-Tek classic.
You guys are.
Yeah.
You guys are, and you're like, thank God for you.
Thank God.
Both sides,
Thank you.
really, for the love of hip hop,
Yeah.
and for the balance.
Good looking.
Because everything's about balance.
Yes,
You know,
it
for
is.
every Talib, you need a Soldier Boy.
That's right.
Yep.
For every, but it really is all about balance.
That's true.
So you give us that, which I thank you for.
Thank you. So
Appreciate
does Soldier
that.
Boy
Thank you.
too. So
What do you mean?
he gives balance. You know.
Oh, he gives the balance. I thought he thanked you,
No. He ain't.
as he should.
He should thank me.
He should.
Soldier Boy, holla at me.
Did you just get at him on the low?
I just got at Soldier Boy.
Did you just come up to Hot
That's
97
right.
and start beef with
That's
Soldier
right.
Boy?
We need to
Talib?
sell records, man. Soldier Boy, I'm looking for you. Here we go.
If you could theoretically have a beef, who do you think would sell you the most records?
Who was if I could?
Yeah, who would be the most fun beef for you, for either one of you?
I don't know.
You haven't thought about this.
Kanye.
Kanye would be a fantastic rap beef.
I'm gonna say Most Def.
Oh, you and Mos?
That'd be great, right?
Woo!
We need to manufacture that right now.
Yo, I
Come and
love
play
it.
Kanye.
Say something, say something crazy right now. No.
Right.
Just play. Oh, that would be fantastic. And then y'all both, yeah, right. And then y'all both would put albums out on the same day.
Word up. It'd be like Death of a Dynasty, but like
But
The
crazy.
underground version.
The underground version. Do you find how do you feel about that term, underground?
I mean, you know, I don't subscribe to the terms because, you know, I do make underground hip hop. I make positive hip hop. I make conscious hip hop. But that's one small part of me. I'm no more conscious rapper than Jay-Z's a gangster rapper.
Right.
You know, it's just like, you know, that's part of it.
It's part of who you are.
That's part of who I am.
I learned this on Twitter. That Michelle Obama works out too, or has worked out too,
To
right?
get by.
To get by.
Yeah. Shout out to Dream Hampton for the inside.
For the inside
lane,
information. Could you imagine the First Lady of the United States of America? Give me something. Let me just hear it real quick because I need to go into the song for it, please. I need to hear the song. That's kind of cool.
It feels great. I mean, you know, I seen Obama on the news. He had Earth, Wind, and Fire last week, Stevie Wonder the week before that.
But I expect that, because that's like grown folk music.
But at least they love the music. You know, they bringing the music
Love
back
that.
to the White House. You know what I'm saying?
I love that.
I mean, you know, Ronald Reagan had Eazy-E up there. Maybe Obama will have me up there.
Did Ronald Reagan have Eazy-E up there?
Yes, he did.
Easy.
For what?
Eazy-E had given like $5,000 to a Republican national fundraiser, and as Eric Wright. And one of the things was, if you give the money, you get invited to the White House. And that was the reason why Eazy gave that money.
Because he wanted to go to the White House.
He wanted to go, and he went.
And how do you know this?
It's hip hop myths and legends. I'm sure you can do a quick Google search.
Google it.
Google it,
and verify my information. But you know, I heard that back in the day. Yeah.
Wow.
Game rapped about it on the record, right?
Yeah, he said.
What he said?
He was dripping Jerry Curl
Dripping,
from Ronald Reagan's shoes.
on Ronald Reagan's shoes.
That's kind of hot. Wow. Are you Googling?
Oh, you on it?
All right, good. All right, so I guess that's it. So that's the plan. We got the album coming, and some shows, I guess, right? Because you'll do something back again in New York. I would imagine before album time, right?
I mean, without a doubt, you know, New York. Kweli and Hi-Tek will be back. I'm very excited about our band. They sound real good. We've been doing shows. I've done shows.
Isn't it expensive to move around with a band?
You know what? It's slightly more expensive, but the payoff on the other side is worth it. It's like, okay, you spending more money, you got to pay the band more hotel rooms, but the show that you're able to deliver with a band, people are willing to pay more for in the long run.
Right.
So if you're known to come with a band that gives a hot show, like the Roots ain't had a record on radio in ages,
Right.
but they gonna be a hot band forever.
And you know if they're performing, you know you're gonna go.
And you're gonna go whether
they
they got a new song out or not. The band just gives what you're doing weight,
Right.
you know.
Yeah.
For to have career longevity. If we were just about getting a record spun in the first week sales and everything, then yeah, it wouldn't be worth it.
No, you really the way y'all move is really a smarter way in terms of being a career artist.
Right.
Right.
You know what I mean? Instead of just like the one song and definitely easier. And then I would imagine the shows too are a little more diverse because of the band, right?
Definitely
You get
musically too.
what kind of crowd? You get like what's your crowd like? In a normal show.
I mean, my crowd. I mean, the Blue Note thing is a jazz club, so
Right.
it's you know, the hip hop has had it sold out and packed it up. You know what I'm saying? But like for me, man, like when I first started my business, my crowd was strictly white men. That's it.
White men.
In college. I'm talking about when I first started, like pre-Raucous days, getting on Raucous first started, because that was the audience that they was catering to.
Right. I would never thought that. That's crazy. Yeah.
But my fans' least favorite album, The Beautiful Struggle, is probably at this point, other than I guess Eardrum is sold more than Beautiful Struggle at this point, but up until then, that was my most successful album. And with that album, my core fan base didn't like that album, but I brought all these black women in. So now all the black women, all the sisters is coming to the shows because they like Black Girl Pain and Never Been in Love. You know what I'm saying? So it's like now my fan base is dynamic. It's just people who love the music, who love hip hop. You know, it's flipped and bounced a couple times, but now it's just lovers of the music.
There has to be a downside to moving like how you move.
The downside is people assuming that if you don't have something on the radio, that you're not
relevant.
Like you know, I'm from New York City. I grew up with y'all. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I got a lot of love at the station with the people up here. Like y'all, you know, like the unique thing about Hot 97 is, for no other hip hop station in the country, is the station is indispensable without y'all. You know, with these other hip hop stations, they get the newest, latest, hottest DJ, whatever. You know, with y'all, they need y'all, and it's like, so I get love here.
Thanks.
You know, that you don't necessarily get. Like, y'all get it. Like, I come here, you know what it is. I go to another station, I'm promoting a record.
They're looking at numbers, or they're looking
Well,
at...
they just think, well, Kweli, where you been? What you been doing? I'm like, I just came from Brazil. What you been doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? So it's the misconception that somehow, if you're not hearing your record on the radio, that the artist is not relevant.
That's probably annoying.
Slightly annoying, but there's always the thing in the back of my head that lets me know that, you know what, I'm way more relevant than you will ever be.
And I will be here longer.
And I will be here forever.
Brooklyn, New York City, where they paint murals of Biggie and cash we trust, cause this ghetto fabulous life look pretty. What a pity, blunts are still 50 cents, it's intense. Street sense is dominant, can't be covered with incense.